Hey guys, Linda here. Welcome back to Adore. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday. It's Book Haul Friday. It's my birthday book haul. So I'm coming to you with a book haul today. I got quite a few books for my birthday, so let's get started. First up, I have Lauren Asher. This is Love Redesigned. I wasn't going to get this book, but I read the synopsis of the second book. I really liked that synopsis, so I was like, well, I'll just go get the first book too. So I got book one and book two. Book two is Love Unwritten. I hope both of them are good. I've never read Lauren Asher before, but I've been buying her books. Yeah. So I hope she don't be a disappointment. I hope I enjoy her writing. So like I said, I got book one and book two. And I don't know what series this is. Lakefront Billionaires series. And book one is kind of thick, and then book two is even thicker. So keep my fingers crossed that both of them are good. I'm not gonna go over any synopsis here. I'm not gonna read anything. I'll put it there. Hopefully you can see it there. And the synopsis on the back of there. Hopefully you can see it. So I got those two. Next I picked up Offside by Avery. Keelan. I hope this is good. It's a hockey romance, so yeah, I like the hockey romance. So when I saw this guy on here with the hockey stick, and I was like, okay, it looked like it's gonna be all right. It's a hockey romance. You can't go wrong with a hockey romance. I'll read a little bit of the synopsis of this one. Heartbreak, trouble, and my ex-biggest rival. Okay, the ex-biggest rival. After my boyfriend of 2 years dumps me on my 21st birthday, my friends drag me to a trendy nightclub to drown my sorrows. Several drinks later, I spot the perfect rebound standing next to the bar. Chase Carter, my ex's worst enemy. A notorious antagonizer, Chase is cocky, smart-mouthed, and undeniably hot. Even better, he's rumored to be impressively skilled at more than just hockey. What better way to move on? So I was like, let me give this a try. So hopefully, fingers crossed that it's good. I think I showed this already in my last video. I'm going to put this on my August TBR. This is Tessa Bailey, The Au Pair Affair. This is book number 2 in the Big Shot series. I think it's the Big Shot series, book number 2. I did enjoy book number 1. I really enjoyed it. So I was like, let me pick up book number 2. So I'm going to give this a try. I'll read a little bit of this. Tallulah is smart, vivacious, and studying to be a marine biologist. She's also 26 and broke, so when Burgess, a battle-scarred hockey veteran and newly single dad, offers her a job as his live-in nanny, she jumps at the opportunity to get paid while living in a super fancy neighborhood and being around Lissa, his cool but introverted tween. So I'm going to check this out. That sounded interesting. And plus, you meet these two characters in the first book, and I wanted to find out what their romance was going to be about, so I picked this up. The Au Pair Affair. Next, I picked up A Love Beyond the Stars. Don't go browsing on Amazon. I would go browsing on Amazon, and if the synopsis sound really good, this was going to be a space. I love me space romance. This is going to be set in outer space. A Love Beyond the Stars. I was like, let me check it out. This is by Jennifer Chipman. I'll read a little bit of this. Orilla Castillo has spent her whole life looking to the stars. The day she's been working for her entire life has finally come. Her first day as a pilot on the SS Paradise. Only her new captain turns out to be a grump who thinks she has no business being a part of his starship crew, even if she graduated first in her class from flight school. It doesn't quite feel like a paradise when her boss hates her and you're millions of light years away from the only home you've ever known until suddenly he's not looking at her like she's less but rather more. That sounded interesting. And I was like, he's a grump. Yeah, you know, I love me some grumpy sunshine. I like when the male is grumpy. Sometimes I like when the female is grumpy. That's even better. So I was wanting to check this one out. A Love Beyond the Stars, Jennifer Chapman. And if you read any of these books, let me know. Let me know how you felt about them, if you read any of these. Next, I have Lucy Score, The Body in the Backyard. I've been waiting for this to come out, and it finally did. I think this is book number 4 in this series, in the Riley Thorn series. Let's see here. Yep, this is book number 4, The Body in the Backyard. This is a romantic suspense. Can't wait to read this. So hopefully, keep my finger crossed. I've enjoyed the other 3 books. I like, she got a bunch of old people in here too. They be cracking me up. So really enjoying this series. So I picked this one up. I think this is the first book I bought out of, I bought the first book out of the series. So I went ahead, when this came out, I saw it at the bookstore. So I just picked it up. Next, I picked up Improper English by Katie MacAlister. I read another book by Katie MacAlister that I enjoyed. I had that on my TBR. I mentioned it in my last video that I really, really enjoyed. It was called It's All Greek to Me, I think. Really, really enjoyed that. I might have this already. I haven't read Katie MacAlister in a long time, but I saw this. It said another international romance, so you know I had to pick it up. I probably already got it around here somewhere, but I done bought it again. And they don't put in it. Well, I'll just try it again. Katie MacAlister, Improper English. Next, I picked up Roxanne Bonnell, When Magic Dwells. Saw this at the bookstore. Look interesting. Step back. So I was like, let me check this one out. And I like the front cover too, and I also like the step back. Pick that one up. Next, I have The Veiled Kingdom by Renee. Saw this on Amazon too. Yeah. I was like, let me check this out and see what's going on with this. I think this is kind of like a fantasy, I think. It's this part right here. Fleeing my father's cruelty, the wicked king who robbed me of a future, I faced death in the streets, caught between a rebellion and a tyrant's reign. Captured by those sworn to kill me, the rebels remain blind to my true identity, the missing daughter of the despised king. Faced with an impossible choice, I stand before them, join the rebels. I stand before them, join the rebels, or face their blade. This sounded interesting, and it reminded me of the other book that I read. I can't think of what the name of it was. I forgot who wrote it, but I'll put it up here somewhere. I'll put that book that this reminded me of, and that's why I wanted to try this out. It's another book that I really enjoyed, but it's by another author. I'll put that book up here somewhere and let you know what I'm talking about, because you know my memory is not too good, but that's why I picked this up. It reminded me of that book, The Veiled Kingdom by Renee. Next, I have some Shannon Drake. I picked these up when I was in when I went on vacation, and we found a bookstore up there. Oh, I went to it's another McKay. It's a McKay's up there, but I think it's in Gatlinburg. And it was an hour from where we were at, and I was like, we gotta go. So we drove an hour to Gatlinburg. It wasn't too far from where we was at, and I went there and I picked up some books. Shannon Drake, No Other Man, and it has a step back, and this was 75 cents, as you see on the front. I picked up another Shannon Drake here. This is Odine. This was 75 cents also. This doesn't have a step back, but the synopsis sounded interesting, so I picked it up. I picked up another copy of this, Never Seduce a Scoundrel. Another one of my favorite books, so I found another. Anytime I see a copy of my favorite book, yeah, mostly I have copies of copies, because if it's my favorite book, if I see another copy and it was in excellent condition, I'll pick it up. This is another, I think I mentioned this book on my channel before. This is a favorite of mine. I don't think, no, it don't have a step back, but I had to pick it up. Really, really enjoyed this. Never Seduce a Scoundrel. This is in a series. I don't know. I think this is book 1 in the series. I don't know what series this is, though. You know, I can't never remember the series name. But if you haven't read this, check it out. Never Seduce a Scoundrel. Sabrina Jeffries, book 1 in a series. I'll put the name of the series in here somewhere. Picked up another Katie MacAlister, Hard Day's Night. I got back on my Katie MacAlister now since I read the other book. So I wanted to go back and check out her books. I probably have this already too, but hey, don't tell nobody. I picked it up again. I don't feel like going looking for it, so I just picked it up again. I'm like, I'm going to go back and read some of her books, so I wanted to try this out again. Next, I picked up Connie Brockway. I can't even read this. What is it? Anytime for Love. Could hardly read this look right in here, so it's all together here. But this Anytime for Love by Connie Brockway. Picked this one up, and this one was $1.50 from McKay's. I also picked up Cheyenne Caress by Georgina Gentry. I like Georgina Gentry, so I saw this, I picked it up. And this was 50 cents. I also picked up another copy of this. I got this already, but I saw another copy of it. I was like, let me get it. And this is Karen Robards' This Side of Heaven. And then I have a step back. And I paid, this was 75 cents. I couldn't leave it in there. It was in good condition, so I picked it up again. And next I saw this at either Target or Walmart, one of those. And I was like, let me check it out. Block Shot by Elle Kennedy. So I picked up another hockey romance. I don't know if this is her first book she ever wrote or whatever, but you know, when they get the some of those authors that are self-publishing authors and they get picked up by a publishing company, they go back to some of their books and pick them up and publish those. So I think that's what they was. They went back and picked up this book. I think this has been published before. Let me see. I think she self-published this. Let's see here. Maybe it was self-published. I'm not for sure. Yeah, this was first published in 2009. So this is back out again. So I picked it up. I got this from Ollie's. I went to Ollie's the other day and I saw this, The Falling, Brightest Star. So I was like, I'll try it. I haven't read Anna Todd yet. I got her other books that were so popular that she wrote. I haven't read them yet. I don't know. I looked at the movie some. I don't know if I'm going to read them. I don't know. But I read the synopsis of this and I was like, was this about a baseball player? Let me read a little bit of this. 20-year-old Karina is proud of the independent life she has created for herself in Fort Benning, Georgia. And like anyone who has grown up around an army base, Karina knows the background noise that follows men and women home from war. When she meets Kyle, a handsome soldier on the cusp of discharge, she's immediately intrigued by his brooding presence and enigmatic silence. As their unexpected friendship turns into something more, Katrina tries to piece together Kyle's story. He is emotionally closed off, recovering from wounds and other trauma in the aftermath of 2 deployments in Afghanistan. Yeah, I bought this because he was in the military. And here's another hero they're going to be brooding and closed off. I hope he's better than that guy that was in... what her name was, the Heart Lady, the book I read. I can't remember. I hate my memories. Can't remember nothing. But I hope this is better than that other book that I read, when the guy is brooding and he don't talk that much and he's closed off and he's not saying too much. I hope he's not like that. I hope she's do a better description of this hero. So I was like, let me check it out. He was in the military. He's brooding. So I was like, let me check it out and see what's going on with The Falling. I don't know if it says The Brightest Star novel, a Brightest Star novel. And she wrote some other books. Is this in a series? I got to go check it out because I have no idea. But I picked it up, Anna Todd. And I paid $3.99. I got this from Ollie's. And last but not least, I think I mentioned I read S.E. Wendel, Halfling, And I really, really enjoyed that. So I went back and she hadn't written too many books. So when I went back and saw that she had quite a few books, it wasn't a lot. I could afford these. She didn't have a big backlist. So I was like, I picked up all the books. So I got Stoneheart, A Monsters and Fae Romance by S.E. Wendel. Picked that one up. This a little, I guess this is just a little book here. So I was like, I can check that. I can read this one. This one shouldn't take me long to finish. This got 196 pages in here. Well, let me see. Yeah, 196 pages. It's a little small book, so that shouldn't take long. Next, I picked up S.E. Wendel, Aerie. It's got this a little bit thicker. Picked this up, and this is in a series. I think this is book 1, and this is book 2. Don't ask me what the series. I put all that information in the description below. But this is book 1, and this is book 2. Picked up both of them by S.E. Wendel. I also picked up Heart Song. This is in the Gargoyle Monster Romance. I guess this is book 1, I guess. But like I said, I'll put all whatever series this is in, I'll put it in the description below. And this is Heart Song. I'm liking these covers. And last but not least, I picked up A Time of War and Demons by S.E. Wendel. Picked up this one. So can't wait to check these out. I'm not going to put any of these on my TBR yet because I already got my TBR made out. I'll probably, maybe I'll add this one because like I said, it's not that long. So maybe I'll add this one to the TBR. My TBR might be more than 8 books this time, people. Because there's a lot of books that came out. I think T.L. Swan came out with a book this month, bonus, I think it's called. So I might add that to my TBR. There's a lot of books came out this month that I want to add and read. So we'll see how big my TBR gets. But that's all I have for now. Those are all the books. I know I went overboard, but it was my birthday. If you can't do what you want to do on your birthday, when can you do it? So I was like, forget it. I'm just going to go out and splurge and buy me a bunch of books. So yeah, I got a bunch of books here. I hope, keep my fingers crossed that all of them are fan freaking tastic. I hope so. But that's all I have for now, guys. I hope y'all enjoy my little book haul here. And until next time, keep reading those romances, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.